I wasn't really wanting to make this video, but I think it's gonna have to come out at some point. But today we're gonna be going over the Doomsday heist, okay? I didn't do it at all. I didn't do anything last year, but I think we're gonna have to go over this now. So I think for the first heist we're gonna go over the Doomsday Sinestro, the hardest heist in the game. Now, I'm gonna split this into 3 segments. The first segment will be the vehicles, and this will go for all the heists. Okay, so I'm only going to be doing this video once for the vehicles. The next one's going to be the preps, and that goes for, like, if, for example, we do the Doomsday Sinestro, like I said, we're going to be doing all those preps in that one setup, because I'm going to be showing you exactly how I do them. And in the third segment, we're going to do the setups. The fourth segment, I know I said 3, but 4, we're going to do this in, we're going to do the third segment as the setups, then the fourth one's going to be the actual heist itself. Now, we're going to start off with the Doomsday Sinestro, like I just said. So let me know what one down in the comments you want me to do next, and we'll get straight into it. Okay, so there actually is a lot of vehicles on this list, but I'm going to start off with the honourable mention that you don't really need, but I would suggest you get it if you have the money. Unfortunately, this vehicle is the Oppressor Mark II, and I know I said unfortunately, but true to God, I don't like this vehicle. No, I don't believe him. Anyway, let's see what we got going on here. The vehicle is good for the prep missions. It's basically there for you to get transport. So, like, if you say got the facility that I got, which I'll show you later on, you can get from one place to the other really, really quickly. So, like, for example, another setup, for example, you could probably do this on is the Chernobog setup, which is the giant Caterpillar truck setup. But if you have the one up at Polito Bay or something, you could drive up there pretty easy, grab the Chernobog, come back. It's basically just there for transport, really. So that's what vehicle I'd suggest you get there. The next vehicle that's going to be the honourable mention, and this will probably be the last one, the Barrage. Now, the Barrage is good for 2 setups. The Chernobog setup and the Rescue ULP setup. Now, eventually you'll see that in the coming videos and stuff. I actually have this vehicle. I just haven't upgraded it, but the point is, I suggest getting this vehicle because there is like a certain area of the place that you can go into and just keep taking out the enemies one by one, and then you just got to wait for the other person to go in and out and get Agent URP. I'm just saying that as an example. But another good setup that it's good for is the Chernobog one, where you're destroying all those helicopters to try and get the agent to the safe zone. And basically with this car, you don't have to stop moving. Now, the reason I picked this vehicle is it has 2 guns on it, one at the front and one at the back. Now, you could have 2 gunners. This is only really if you have 3 people, but most people probably will do this with just 2 people. Or at least that's what I do all the time. I only do this with 2 people, really. So I think that's all the honourable mentions. I think we should get on to the mandatory ones that you're going to need. And let's start with the properties. We're going to start off with the worst ones, I think. Don't go for this one. I'm going to say that right now. Don't go for this one. It's not good. I'd say don't go for this one as well. It's not that good. Don't go for Polito Bay for obvious reasons. Don't go for the Zancudo River facility. I'd suggest you stay away from this one. Now, the other ones that are okay, I guess you can get, in my opinion, I'd say go for this one. Like, if you want something simple, just go for this. It's very easy for, like, the Doomsday scenario, which we're going to do today. I mean, not today, later on. But yeah, you could go for this one, and this one's also good for the Doomsday scenario because you could really just go up the mountain, or you could go on this pathway here, and you can get to the place pretty easy. Another place that's pretty good for the Bogdan would have to be this one, the Ron Anders alternate wind farm. Ron alternate wind farm. That's a good one for the Bogdan problem because you're on a highway here and you have to go all the way up to Polito Bay, somewhere around this area, I think, for the Bogdan problem, and you can just go straight up there with any vehicle really, and you'll get there in no time. And I think the next vehicle the next place I'm gonna have to say is maybe this one, and this really is good for the first setup and the last heist, like the first heist and the last heist. But yeah, this one is good for both of them because you're really just going in a straight line. Same thing with this one, really. You're just going in a straight line. I personally have this. I think I got it because it was the cheapest one. But out of all of them, I'd say it's the best. I'd say this one because you can actually spawn a helicopter on top of this one where you can just, use it. So I think we've gone over the best places, all the good stuff out of that. I think it's time we move on to mandatory vehicles I'd suggest you get. Now, we're going to start off with the services vehicles, I guess you could say. You don't really need the terabyte for this one, okay? If you wanted to upgrade that Oppressor Mark II, like I said at the start of the video, I guess you could get it, but that's only if you have a lot of money. Now, I believe this one here is about 3 million, somewhere around there. But you only really need the vehicle workshop. You don't need the gun turret. The only reason you'll want to get this vehicle right here is so you can actually upgrade the guns and stuff on certain vehicles and stuff. So, for example, if you decided to upgrade that barrage, you wouldn't really need to change anything on that one. I personally would suggest you don't change anything. But that's what I'd suggest. Get this one instead of the mobile operations center. It'll be less of a paywall. Because with that, with the mobile operations center, you have to buy the bunker alongside with it. But if you guys had the money, I guess you could go for this one. But I would highly suggest you avoid it at all costs. Okay, so I'd suggest you get the Avenger. That's the first vehicle I'd suggest you get, I guess. And it's probably the most expensive item on this list. But there are going to be some more pricier vehicles as you go along. So I guess you could get this one right here, the Torador. You could get the Stromberg as well. I would honestly recommend this one though. You can fit 4 people in the car and you can drive a lot quicker with it. And this is only really going to be good for like the Bogdan problem and stuff like that. It's not really going to be useful for anything else. Okay, so the next vehicle is going to be the Vigilante. This one you're going to need, okay? Absolutely get this vehicle. I know it looks pricey right now, but you have to try and get this vehicle. It is one of the best vehicles across all the setups. I use it all the time. All setups, everything. I use it pretty much all the time. Yeah, but that's but that's the vehicle I use personally. You might find something else works better for you, but yeah, get this one. And you'll see it in the future videos coming ahead with this whole little series with the Doomsday heists. So there is one more vehicle on this list that I'd suggest you get, and I would honestly recommend you get this. Where is it though? Here we go. We got the Insurgent Pickup Custom. Now this one is for the same reason as the Barrage, but if you wanted to get something cheaper, I guess you could get this. But you're gonna have to add like the $200,000 fee to upgrade it to the custom variant, but that's no problem. After you've done that, you don't need to upgrade this anything more further. But if you wanted to get the most heavy armor you can get, it's not that expensive. But yeah, I think that's going to have to do it for the vehicles on this list. And this is only going to be for all of them. I know I didn't go over the first one, but I am going to say this right now. If you want to go for a specific vehicle, just use the Vigilante. That's the one vehicle you're going to be using for that, the majority of that one anyway. But yeah, the Vigilante is the one vehicle I'd highly suggest you get. But yeah, that's going to end this video. Leave a like, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one. Oh wait, I did forget to mention one more thing. I'm going to be doing these as if you have these vehicles. If you don't have these vehicles, then I might do another one later on. I don't know, but we'll do this now with the vehicles. Okay, see you in the next one. Bye.